Get pasa YouTube. This is your girl VLA bringing you some Black Ops 2 Swarm gameplay. I hope you fellas that have children had a happy Father's Day. What I'm going to discuss was the issue that came up a day after Father's Day with one of my friend's brother. This situation proves everything I've ever said about dating or bad girls in general. A lot of you agree, but there are some of you who felt I was being a little too harsh. Anyway, the situation's with the baby's mama, and no, they're not married. The child was born as a mistake, and the baby's mama wanted to keep the baby regardless of his wishes. Fellas, you need to start controlling your dicks, because you lose all rights to your semen after it leaves your shaft. After the baby was born, she decided to follow into this whole proud to be a single mom trend and get welfare and other DHS benefits by putting him on child support and not living with him. He was stupid enough to sign the birth certificate, seeing as he was raised to accept his responsibility even though he was just in school and not employed. Well, what ended up going down was he found out about another guy his baby mama has been cheating with while they were together. My friend's brother and this guy got into a violent altercation on Sunday, and instead of celebrating Father's Day, he was being a simp and fighting a man he never met. My friend's brother got the best of the fight, and the other guy was upset about losing the fight to the point where he felt he needed to use a gun to win his battles. He ended up shooting my friend's brother in the leg and upper chest, right below his collarbone, and now he's in the hospital and hasn't been awake since. The doctors say he's stable, but the bullet in his chest didn't go through, and now it's made its way down into his intestines. I haven't been online for the past couple of days because I was with my friend in the hospital, waiting for her brother to regain consciousness. He now has to use the catheter, and he may not have full mobility in the leg he was shot in. The boyfriend is now in jail and was just arrested and booked last night. He was charged with assault with a deadly weapon and shooting with intent. If convicted, I think the minimum is 15 or 20 years. That's just minimum. I could be wrong, but do you see who's in trouble and who's not? If my friend's brother isn't the poster boy of why guys shouldn't fight over any female that lacks loyalty in marriage, I don't know who is. The only time you should fight is to protect your family or yourself from harm, not your pride and damn sure not her honor. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a female start something with a man, then get another man to finish what she started. I call those men Captain Save-A-Ho simps. If you're one of those simps, then you need to reevaluate your loyalties, because you'll be either dead or in jail, or wanted dead or wanted in jail. I have a saying that you should remember and say to yourself if you find yourself in this situation. If I fight over Michelle, I can end up in jail or in hell while she's alive, free, and well, getting nailed by Dale, Marcel, and Lavelle, and everybody else. You not only need to remember that, you should live by it as well. The only one that has to deal with the consequences is you. That female will move on with her life and expect you and everyone else to forget it ever happened. Women outnumber men by too much for men to go at each other over a girl that neither of them are married to. Even if you are married, if she steps out and puts another man in between you, then you gotta use what you claim we don't have. Logic. There aren't enough good fathers in homes nowadays, so be wise on who you choose to dump off in. Simple rules will help you live longer and live happier. If a girl blames all her failed relationships on her exes, leave that bitch. No one's perfect, and we all make mistakes. But some people have the inability to take responsibility for their actions. In America, all I see is men being held accountable for their irresponsibility. Refer back to my video on why good girls like bad guys for reference as to why females adore the notion of having two guys or to the death over her. I understand that a real woman would reject violence and violent men. A real woman would want only the best for a child, so she wouldn't pride herself for being single or have children with unworthy men. A real woman is loyal and supportive of a man, and she wouldn't put him in harm's way the same as a man wouldn't put the woman he loves in harm's way. We need to do better because our children are the future, and they need role models who aren't celebrity devil worshippers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a like before you leave. I appreciate any and all comments, so type one. This is That Girl VLA signing off, and as always, tenga buen día.